To succeed in any endeavor, you have to be committed. Many times we start out with great enthusiasm and excitement, but those feelings begin to die down when we get out on the long stretches of the straightaway of life. Too many people dabble in one project, dip into another one, decide on a third one, and are on to a fourth, and that is all in 1 month. Without a lasting commitment to accomplish a thing, it is easy to miss out on the blessings God has in store for our lives. Blessing comes after beginnings are envisioned, birthing takes place, burdens are borne, boos are endured, and you bar the loopholes through which you could have quit. We are talking here about being committed. If you are committed, you will, number one, willingly work toward your goal. My dad used to say, anything worth having is worth working for. I have discovered that, as with most things he said, he was right. Nothing in life worth having is free. These days, it seems the federal government would like for all of us to come to them for our handout. But nothing in life is free. There are always strings attached. Someone is paying. Jesus worked in the carpenter's shop for most of his life. He didn't get any handouts. Paul said in 2 Thessalonians 3:10, don't you remember the rule we had when we lived with you? If you don't work, you don't eat. God blesses us, as we already noted, after burdens are borne. Goals are not granted. They come through the grubbing and grime and grit of hard work. Number two, write out your purpose and clarify it in your own mind. I have discovered that in every phase of life, one needs a purpose that drives him or her. It is true that we are to be available for God to work through our lives to accomplish His plan for us. But He does that by helping us discover the purpose He has for us at different phases of life. You may not have one lifelong purpose where your career is concerned, for example, so that you may leave one direction and pursue another. If God sees fit to direct you that way, that's okay. He, after all, is to be the director or manager of your life. Too many of us get distracted by the monotonous, the minutiae, the details of life. God wants us to stay committed to the overarching purpose for which He made us and has called us at the moment. I am learning that it's hard to be committed to any endeavor without knowing a clear and identifiable purpose for which God is calling you at that moment. That is why I'm encouraging you to write out your purpose statement. I always ask the churches I serve to clarify our purpose statement. Get yours clear in your mind, and it will keep you motivated on those burdensome days you'll face along the way. I like Solomon's inspired words in Proverbs 19:21. He said, we humans keep brainstorming options and plans, but God's purpose prevails. Number three, wage war on any thought of withdrawing. There are many times in the life of an ordinary person when we think of quitting. There are toilsome and tedious days to work through. There are times when the shadows overcome the light on the pathway where we are headed. Norman Vincent Peale said, it is always too soon to quit. And it is. God said to Paul in Acts 18:9, in the vision, don't be afraid, speak out, don't quit. Two of the primary traits I always look for in any person who worked for me were loyalty and faithfulness. I wanted a person who would stay with it until the task was done. Number four, wrap it up before you walk out. If you have waged war on any thought of withdrawing, then this will be a cinch. What you start, you need to finish. There are so many unfinished projects in our world today. There may be some unfinished ventures in your own life. Is there a place to which you need to return to be challenged freshly and to pursue a dream that you walked away from prematurely? Some people quit when the work is too tough. Some people quit because of the fear of failure. Others quit because of personal preference. I know from experience that at times we are not allowed to finish what we are started because of circumstances beyond our control. But short of that, God is praised through a life committed to His plan and purpose. Staying until you wrap it up will produce one more thing. You will get to walk on the stage with others who are committed. God's plan is to bless the committed for their wrapping up what He has led them and equipped them to do. The psalmist said in Psalm 36:10, "Pour out your unfailing love on those who know you. Never stop giving your blessings to those who will long to do your will." Success comes as a reward to those who persevere in the calling and purpose of God for their lives. Beethoven's music teacher said, as a composer, he is hopeless. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school team. Martin Luther King Jr. was told by a teacher that he would never speak well enough and with emotion enough to inspire people to take action. None of those quit. So stay with it, and you will be blessed.